Hi there, welcome to another money video. In this video, I want to share with you 7 money tips, more so tips which young adults can utilize for them to be able to build wealth, for them to be able to work towards achieving financial freedom. Guys, money can't buy you happiness, but it can make your life seamless. It can make you at least live life which you desire. Go through life without simple stresses, like for example, thinking much about what you're eating, how you're living, how you're supporting your family, you name it. That tells you money is important. More so in these crazy economic times where we're seeing, for example, governments out there increasing taxes, where we're seeing, for example, currencies out there depreciating, where we're seeing, for example, people out there losing their jobs. If you can find a way of understanding money in depth and more so knowing how best to increase your money, is gonna be the real deal for you. That's why I'm making this video, to share with you 7 money tips which you need to always have in consideration for you to be financially okay. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily TV. My name is Afagza Sifuna, and by the way, each and every day I'm out here bringing you videos on investing, business ideas, going around showing you places, showing you real estate. If you like such kind of videos, kindly consider subscribing to this channel. Down there is a button called subscribe. Consider subscribing, and also if you still add it, drop a like on this video. Having said that, the very first money tip which you need to know, and in fact is for everyone out there, is that budgeting is important. Not just budgeting with regards to planning your money, but following how you have budgeted. Guys, out here, people are living in a crazy wild kind of lifestyle. In that, how can we be going through the motion of life without really planning for how we are spending money? Someone out there could even be earning, for example, 100K each and every month, and yet they are constantly broke after the first week of the month. Reason being, they don't plan for their money. So ensure you plan for your money. In other words, know all the incomes you are getting. Know how much is going towards expenditure. Know how much you are saving, you name it. The only way of you working towards financial freedom is starting with you budgeting. In other words, planning each and every aspect of your money and then following it to the latter. The last part is the most important. Beyond planning, ensure you follow your budget to the latter. Stick by it and be sure you're going to be able to realize your financial freedom. Secondly, guys, prioritize paying off debts. Most of our young adults out there, you could find yourself in debts. Some of them you got into involuntarily, others you got into knowingly. For example, you could be having education debts out there because of how government supported you to go through university education. You could be having debts from maybe medical reasons and so forth. Guys, regardless the kind of debt you have, prioritize paying off debts. More so those debts which can really derail you financially. I'm talking about those debts which are increasing astronomically because of interest rates. I'm talking about those debts which affect your credit score. I'm talking about those debts which don't give you peace of mind. Guys, when you start getting some money, prioritize paying off your debt, because if you look at it keenly, debt is a design to make many people out there broke and dependent on the system. Pay off the debts for you to be free of interest rates, and hopefully you can work towards realizing your financial goals after you are free of debts. And then the third money tips for young people out there, which they need to follow to the latter, is that also think about increasing your streams of income. Guys, we are living in a crazy world where chances are the only or the major source of income, for example, employment income, is not sufficient even for you to lead a good life wherever you are living. I'm thinking about, for example, you're living in the city and you are even struggling to earn a living. That tells you that amount of money you're getting is not sufficient. Think about increasing your streams of income with a bigger picture of realizing returns of your investments. I'm talking about you thinking about what the bigger picture is with regards to you creating streams of passive income rather than depending each and every day on employment income, which is derailing to you. It's taking your energy, and chances are out here no one is gonna pay you enough amount of money for you to be rich. Think about building side hustles, other income ideas whereby you can scale up, more so on the line of automated income ideas, the kind of income ideas which don't require for you to be there physically to be making money. And of course, I've also made videos on this channel. Watch the other videos attached herein for you to be able to know best passive income ideas. Okay? And then the fourth money tip for everyone out there is that educate yourself on the flow of money. Guys, a good number of people out there go through the motion of life without knowing how money flows. To give you an example, most people out there, for example, prioritize paying off their debts and liabilities, or even so, getting into debts and liabilities which they'll rather have avoided, and then when they get money, they pay this off and the cycle continues. They are sitting there thinking, for example, they are financially okay, not knowing they are truly in a financial ICU. They rather instead be prioritizing, for example, assets and also how to increase their income. And all these are things you can learn through the power of the internet. No one is going to teach you this. No school is going to teach you this. And of course, I'm talking about this information being free on the internet, on YouTube, on blogs out there, you name it. You need to go through these, understand, read, learn about the flow of money, and also practice it for you to be able to have the right attack when it comes to building wealth. Because you are fighting towards financial freedom, you need the right tools for you to be able to work towards that. So ensure you don't pass at a chance of you getting financial education. And then the fifth money tip for all people out there is that build emergency fund. Emergency fund is very fundamental. And I'm saying so because emergencies in life strike when you least expect them. You could be sitting there, for example, thinking a medical insurance is not important, your health insurance. You could be sitting there, for example, thinking about insuring things like, for example, your assets is not important. You could be sitting there, for example, thinking about maybe you saving for education fund is not important. Guys, plan for these things. You'll be surprised that actually the premiums you're going to be paying going to be just a small proportion of your net earning annually. Maybe even going to be about 1% or even under 10% in total for all the insurances you can do out there. So plan for emergencies. Don't just sit there hoping life is going to be good for you. When an emergency strikes, it can actually take you down financially. So plan for emergencies for you to be okay financially in case of anything. And then the sixth money tip is that invest now. I don't need to reiterate on this, guys. Invest now. Most people out there continue saving, or even so, they're not really saving. They are chasing the marriage of saving. Thinking, for example, they need 1 million for them to invest. They need 10 million for them to invest. Guys, there has never been a right time to invest rather than now. So start investing today, and hopefully over time, you're going to be able to see your money multiply. You're going to be able to see your money increase to the extent that you start being financially free. And by the way, you can start with little amount of money. Even if it's $50, $100, you start today. Start investing and be sure you're going to see your money increase in something called compounding over time. And then the seventh money tip for young adults out there is that bank and build value relationships. Guys, when it's all said and done, the kind of money you have is nothing. Your money could be gone in a split second. But the networks you have, the relationships you have with people out there can actually put you back on your feet in also a split second. So work towards building very, very high value networks so that actually you can be able to ensure you sustain yourself financially. Even so, the big customers out there are going to be having are people in your network. Even so, in case you need financial advice and opinions, people are going to give you this in case you are beyond calling yourself to a meeting, is people in your network. So you need to ensure you have people who can add value to your financial life. What do you think about this video? I hope you have gotten tips which are enticing and can actually work towards catapulting you towards financial freedom. Cheers, guys, and I look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye, and you all take care.